Hey, where's Johnny? Johnny! Johnny, we started! You seen Johnny? Where'd he go?
Miss, I have no idea.
Just like Johnny. He's probably doing his hair or something.
He's a bum bad Jedi host.
Yes, he is. Johnny!
All right, I'm here. All right, wait, okay, we can start.
We have to officially start the show.
Yeah, we do have to officially start the show. Here we go. Where is it? Here it is. I'm going to teach you how to do this. Oh, that's not the right one, though. Okay, thanks for tuning in. This is Comixstravaganza Live, and you know,
we're live.
We're absolutely live. Here we go.
Just kidding. There we go.
There we go. Hey there, all you Hepcats, cool kittens, you guys and dolls, you diesel-powered disciples of cool. It is Comixstravaganza Live! And we are coming to you live from the Houdini room at the Casa de Cool, brought to you by BBC Entertainment, GraphicPolicy.com, the Cosplay Collective. We got a hurricane going on down here. That's crazy down. Go turn that off. Yeah. I don't know what just happened. Ah, she did a Fonzie on it. Cosplay Collective, Unlockable characters, Comic City, conventions. You know what? We have completely lost control. For those of you who are just tuning in,
there's nobody here keeping us
for
in
the
check.
first time going, what in the world am I watching?
You're watching awesome.
You are watching Comixstravaganza Live. We come to you live. No filter, no script, no editing, every Wednesday night from our studio here at the Casa de Cool. I am your host, the time-traveling, comic book loving, diesel punk, prophet of pop culture, Big Daddy Cool, Johnny Dellarocca, and of course, my lovely sapphire-colored hair co-host is the owner of Miss Geek Boutique, and she is like a Star Wars Freakosaurus. She is a Walking Dead thesaurus. The one, the only, Darth Lee, LeeAnna player.
Yay!
Yeah. So when there are fewer people here, I get to give you a bigger intro.
I know.
Isn't that awesome?
Well,
it's
bittersweet. Yeah, well, I mean, I love it when people are here.
Yeah. We have an empty studio tonight, and I just pulled up my pants on camera.
We're very comfortable tonight.
That wasn't cool at all. You know what? One of these shows, if we hit 5,000 likes on our Facebook page, we will do the show in our underwear.
I mean, I don't know if you want to see that, but we'll do it.
We'll do it.
We'll do it.
That would be fun, I think.
We're going to get Johnny a banana hammock.
No.
Some Speedos.
It's boxers and a wife beater for me.
Aww,
yeah.
That's no fun.
I can go trailer park trash with the best of them.
He's got the swag down.
I can do it.
The TP swag.
What? The TP? What is that?
The trailer park swag.
Oh, the trailer park. See, I didn't even get that. Yeah, I could do it.
I know some people who would get that.
Hey, you know, a can of Colt 45 and a pit bull, that's all I need, right? Yeah. Not to insult any of our friends in Rio Linda. All right, so we are live. You can interact with us live at Live Comics on Twitter, at Live Comics. Now, we are down quite a few of our cast members. Of course, last week was Tina's last episode.
Right. See, and I missed it. I went away.
You go to Alabama.
And then people just disappear.
And all hell breaks loose.
Really? I know.
It's
like I needed to be here with my beating stick.
Well, no, she's got some other things taking her on
we're going to miss you, Tina.
But Amy Sulam is sick tonight. She's got the flu. Paul, he got called in to work. So we don't have any nerdy news tonight, unfortunately. And Dee and Nancy, our deaconesses with the Cosplay Collective, they help out behind the camera and over on sound and recording and whatnot, and working the Twitter feed. They had an event that they had to be at tonight at Vanderbilt University, and so it just left me and LeeAnna to get into trouble by ourselves. And let me tell you what I've discovered. I've discovered a secret about LeeAnna.
Oh, no.
She is bad trouble. Bad. She's got a secret group on Facebook. She posts the nastiest, freakiest stuff.
Whatever. I post funny stuff.
Anyway.
That may be nasty or freaky.
Send us. Well, and you get everybody else in the act.
I do.
It's crazy.
But, you know, it's not like I have to twist anybody's arm to do it.
I know, but anyway.
I also have another group called the Nerd Nugget.
Yes, you do. The Nerd Nugget. It is a group. We're just going to
turn that off.
Flip that off. You did the Fonzie, but it's coming back. All right, so here's the deal. Go look for her group, Nerd Nugget. Like her page, Darth Lee. Like my page, Big Daddy Cool Shows. Like Comixstravaganza Live. Like the Cosplay Collective page. Like the Unlockable Characters page. Do that for us because it means a lot to us. It shows us that you love us.
Mm-hmm. And then share it and post it and then like that post too.
That's right. Hey, you're learning.
Yeah.
High five. Yeah. Awesome. Awesome. So anyway, yeah, Tina Veda is no longer with this show. She's still a member of Big Daddy Cool and the Bombshell
She's still going to come see us though.
And she's still part of the Cosplay Collective. So you're still going to see her. You just won't see her every Wednesday night. She'll pop in from time to time. She's promised us that. But we are on the hunt for another female co-host. And you asked me the question, does it have to be a female? And yes, the answer is yes, it does. I ain't competing with any other guys. Can you dig that? I knew that you could.
Oh, God.
I'm discriminating against men.
Yeah, well, you're Big Daddy Cool. There's no competition.
Hello, you're absolutely right. That is the absolute truth. No, we are looking for another co-host. I prefer a female, but if the right guy comes along, hey, we can go camping.
Yeah.
But, so, if you want to join us every Wednesday night and be seen by thousands worldwide on graphicpolicy.com, be on a top 25 iTunes podcast, because you can listen to this show on iTunes, shoot us your headshot and resume, comicstravaganza@gmail.com. You got to live in the Nashville or Middle Tennessee area, though, because you got to be here in Nashville every Wednesday night.
Right.
That's right.
It's a requirement.
Now, before we get into news and new releases,
oh, this.
You have a starfire colored hair. Purple.
Purple. And
is
it's like
a great color on you.
It is. I really, really like it. Here's the story behind the purple hair. I went down to Alabama last week and spent some time with my cousin, and we were playing around with an app that you can change the color of your hair. So I changed it to purple, and I posted it on Facebook as a joke. Well, then everybody went crazy and was all like, oh, we love it, and got all these likes and all these comments, and it just got me thinking, you know.
Why not?
Why not?
It's just hair.
Why not? Exactly.
It washes out eventually.
Eventually,
or
yeah.
Or grows out, or you can cut it out.
But the thing is like, I had it all bleached in aluminum foil, and, you know, I'm sitting there watching my hair turn white, and I felt this thing come over me like I've made a horrible mistake, like looking in the mirror and seeing, like, the top half of my head turn white and the rest just still the same color. But I got it panned out, and I like it. I hope you do. It's
awesome. It's awesome. So comment on Twitter @LiveComics or send us an email, comicstravaganza@gmail.com. Let us know what you think about Darth Lee's purple hair. That could be a song. Purple hair.
No. Did you see
purple hair.
Purple Wayne. Purple Wayne. Did you see that post?
Yeah, I did see that.
Wayne from Wayne's World, and it has the picture of purple, and it says Purple Wayne.
That was funny. It was. All right, so we got some news. We got some stuff to talk about. We're going to be doing the nerdy news tonight. So even though it's just the two of us, we're going to be doing a little bit longer show tonight.
Okay.
There's a ton of new comics. There's a ton of stuff that I discovered this week that I want to share with our audience. We got some contest news. We got movie news. We got TV. There's a lot of stuff. So all of a sudden, it's feeling really old school tonight.
It kind of is.
Kind of like when we did that other show, and you know we did everything. Yeah. So we're going back to our roots here. So I'm going to talk about what's new this week. Now, I did not have a chance to go by the comic book shop tonight. Because we live in Nashville. And in Nashville, from about 2:30 in the afternoon until 6:30, 7 o'clock at night, traffic is like gridlock.
Yeah.
It's like
horrible.
LA. It's horrible. And I got caught in that traffic today. And you know, there are these little windows of time, right?
Right.
Where if you hit it just right,
you flow right through.
You can at least, but
yes.
I mean,
I've mastered those
they're
windows.
sparse. They're sparse. So I got caught for 2 hours in traffic. And I got here at the studio just in time to do the show. And so I couldn't go by the shop today. I knew that was going to happen, so I printed out some cover artwork. Issue number 1 of Avengers Millennium. And this is a future story, a future team of Avengers. Sometime after Secret War, after the Ultron Wars, that's what I gather anyway.
Right.
And
it's all. Have they changed it to where they've changed the universe?
Not yet. That's
okay.
coming up. That's coming up with Secret Wars. So I'm interested to read this. This is a good little lineup. Kind of a classic lineup. You got classic Thor, classic Cap, Iron Man, Black Widow, Hawkeye, the Hulk, and of course Spider-Man and the Scarlet Witch.
Spider-Man.
And Quicksilver. Could this be the lineup we see at the end of Avengers: Age of Ultron, the movie?
That would be.
Because we know Marvel has made a deal with Sony to bring Spider-Man into the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and
that would be like the end credit clips.
It could be. There are 5 characters that Joss Whedon has said have yet to be revealed in any of the trailers. We know one of them is the Falcon, because he is on the credits, Anthony Mackie.
Right.
One of them is probably the Black Panther, because we have Ulysses Claw, who his powers are based on vibranium, which comes from Wakanda. The Black Panther is the king of Wakanda. So more than likely he's going to appear. But there are 3 others that we have no clue who they are.
Right. And see, this is what I like about these movies, is that you just mentioned characters I have never heard of. But when I watch the movies, I'm going to be obsessed with them, and I'm going to learn about them.
Yeah.
So that's...
Marvel has done a really great job of doing that. All right, so also out this week, one of my favorite series right now. This is the cover artwork for Hellboy, Bureau of Paranormal Research and Development, 1952, number 5. The last 4 issues have been phenomenal. Mike Mignola, Alex Maleev, they went to a monastery in South America and investigating these stories of these brutal killings. And it's Hellboy's first mission in the field, and he gets betrayed by a team member, and now they've stumbled onto a secret Nazi fortress filled with Nazi Frankenstein monsters, and this is their leader with his head in a jar.
Ooh, and a swastika.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Swastika.
I can't say
Yeah.
it.
Bad mojo right there.
Yeah.
All right. Lady Killer number 4.
This is the one you like.
I love this series. Now, I gotta admit something though. I missed issue 3. I haven't been able to pick it up yet because my budget has been so tight. Johnny needs a new pair of shoes. Can you dig that? If you'd like to donate, you can click on the Donate Now button on our Facebook page or on our show notes page on YouTube and make a donation via PayPal. And you can help us buy new comics. Anyway.
Not new shoes, new comics.
No, actually, we do get the preview copies of these in PDF format from the publishers, but I haven't been able to go buy the print copy of even the last issue. However, tomorrow, when I get my paycheck, I'm picking them both up because this has been a phenomenal series. The artist, the writer is Joelle Jones, so you got a female writer. Jamie S. Rich is the artist, another chick creator.
This is a big old cat fight right here.
Yeah, it is. And, you know, the whole concept, I've told you this before, is that it is Donna Reed meets Hannibal Lecter contract killer style. And last issue, a lot of people said that the book kind of lost its soul a little bit. I don't know what that means. But in this issue, all the reviews have been positive and said that it regains whatever it was it lost in issue 3, and everyone's raving about this series. It's a really, really, really fun series. Lady Killer from Dark Horse Comics, and the art, by the way, Jamie S. Rich's art is so cool. It's very reminiscent. It's like a mashup of Carmine Infantino and Howard Chaykin and modern twist of Stuart Immonen. Really just awesome, fluid, explosive, action-packed artwork. All right, Uncanny Avengers number 3. Tres. We still have the Unity Avengers team on Counter Earth. Sabretooth is now a good guy with a conscience, and apparently the clue from the last issues, from issue 2, is this character might be
dun, dun, dun.
a potential sister of Pietro and Wanda.
Oh.
It could be. What I want to know, though, is they haven't revealed this. They revealed that
maybe
Magneto...
it's a sister from another mister.
Well, that's the from Counter Earth.
Mm-hmm.
Counter Earth is this other Earth on the other side of the sun that we never see because it's in perfect geosynchronous orb. It was created by Franklin Richards during Onslaught, and now it's populated by and controlled by the High Evolutionary, and he has populated it with his new men. And old-time comic fans know exactly what I'm talking about, even though she's clueless.
Like the concept of being exactly across on the other, I mean, that's possible, right? Is it possible that we don't know that there's another Earth directly across from us?
Philosophically and theoretically, it could be. Now, I'm not an astrophysicist, and I don't play one on TV, so I don't know.
Yeah.
But, I never really thought about it as being science fact, just science fiction. But
well,
I guess hypothetically...
Wouldn't that be awesome?
That actually scares the crap out of me. But, so anyway, here's what we know, is that Wanda and Pietro are no longer the children of Magneto. Apparently that was a big sham. They're not mutants, they're Inhumans. And what we don't know, though, is how does that affect their relationship with Lorna Dane, Polaris, who it was revealed a couple of years ago was their sister, also another daughter of Magneto.
Dun, dun, dun.
Does that mean they're no... I don't know. And now we have another sister.
So that's a daughter of Magneto?
It was. She was.
How can you be a was daughter?
Well, the whole concept is that during the Axis big event, it was discovered that Magneto had been masquerading as their father. He had told them that he was their father. And it's been that way for 20 plus some years. And now they've undone it.
I'm not your father.
Yeah. Yeah.
You see what I did there?
Yeah. Now, the one cover I didn't print out because this caught me by surprise was Convergence number 0 is out this week. This is the big DC reboot. Convergence. They're pulling the multiverse. They reintroduced the multiverse. Now they're pulling it back in. They're converging everything back together. I think they're getting rid of the New 52 universe. And issue number 0 is out. It launches the event. It's going to be sold out. So if you're watching this right now live and you have a comic book shop that's open past 8 p.m. Central.
After we go off air.
Run and get it because it's going to sell out. And if you don't get your copy today or in the next 12 hours, you ain't going to get the first print. You're going to have to wait for the second print.
Well.
So, anyway, that's it for new releases this week. Now, I discovered something last week that I'm super excited about. So, this is a brand new series called Mr. X. And it's from, the creator is Dean Motter. He's the writer and artist on this. And for those of you who keep hearing me say Diesel Punk, what is Diesel Punk? This. It is set in a retro future time where, everything is stylized, like it's stylized Art Deco. So you got ray guns, but you got the you know, the pinup style clothing and Art Deco architecture, this whole film noir thing going on. And as the cover indicates, you got giant robots and you got flying cars. And if you read Terminal City or Electropolis, this is set in that same universe. So for those of you who are into those books, Terminal City and Electropolis, this picks up. It has some of the same characters, but it features Mr. X, the psychic detective.
The psychic detective.
Yeah.
It's kind of cheating, isn't it?
It is a little bit. It is cheating a little bit. It is. It is. And then, oh my gosh, I can't believe I made 2 major scores this week. 2 major scores. $15 at McKay's Used Bookstore.
What is that?
Now, you've never heard of this. I know it. This is one of
Tales of the Gold Monkey.
That's right. This is the complete series.
Is it about a gold monkey?
It kind of is. They're searching for a gold monkey.
A gold monkey.
That.
Now, is this a real gold monkey?
No, it's a statue.
Okay.
It's like a mystical artifact. All right, so 1984, on the heels of Indiana Jones and the popularity, they produce, I think this was on NBC, Tales of the Gold Monkey, starring, what's his name, Steven... it was on ABC, 1982. Oh, I got that all wrong.
That was before I was born.
Collins. Stephen Collins. You remember him from Seventh Heaven.
I never watched that.
Yeah, nobody did. But Tales of the Gold Monkey, and it's what was to capitalize on Indiana Jones' popularity.
Right.
So they had some of the kind of the same adventures, except instead of being in the deserts or in Egypt, they were in the South Pacific. Mm-hmm. And he had a plane, Cutter's Goose. He played Jake Cutter. His dog Jack, who is a one-eyed dog, so he has an eye patch. Corky the mechanic. I think her name was Sarah, the American spy, doubling as a singer in a.
Who is that? She looks like Sigourney Weaver.
She does. You know, I've never seen her in anything after this, so I don't know what else she's done. But the real treat on this is Roddy McDowall plays Lucky Louie, the owner of the nightclub that she sings at, and it's just Roddy McDowall. He was Cornelius in Planet of the Apes. Hello.
Well, the old Planet of the Apes?
The
original
Planet of the Apes. The real Planet of the Apes.
I've never seen that. Never.
Oh, you must watch it.
I love the new ones. Absolutely.
All right, so if you love the new Planet of the Apes,
then I should go watch the old ones.
You should go watch the old ones, but they're completely different films. Completely different style, completely different aesthetic. You know, the apes, it's all prosthetics. Mm-hmm. There's no CGI. They do an amazing job. Cornelius and Zira and Dr. Zaius, and it's just awesome. Awesome movie. And the ending is one of those, even though you know it's coming, it like makes your hair stand on end. Oh. It's awesome. You need to see it. But Tales of the Gold Monkey, got it for $15, the complete series. Then I go to Toys R Us, same day, and pick up for $6.99 the Big Trouble in Little China reaction figure of Jack Burton. You guys know I love these reaction series because they're made like the original Star Wars 1977 line. And I saw that they had announced this. I was excited about it. This was the only one they had, but let's face it, who doesn't want Jack Burton on their desk, hanging on their wall? And you know, unlike most of my toys, I'm not going to take this out of the package. These reaction figures they're on display in my office, but $6.99. They normally retail for $9.99. Toys R Us, right now, has them, $6.99. Run
and get
them. Then one last thing, two more things, and then we're going to get to some big news. This came to me in the mail from the publisher, or it came from the publisher, but it was sent to me by the text editor, Tom Wilson, the founder of dieselpunks.org. It is called Dieselpunk Retro Futures of the All-American Art Deco years. And the general editor is this cool cat named Stefan, who's an artist who did our logo. If you are into diesel punk, you've seen his work. And basically what this book is, for you diesel punk fans, it is a collection of all of the great diesel punk art, like the iconic stuff that you've seen online. Some of you have it saved on your computer or on your laptop or whatever. And, you've seen it posted up. All different artists, all different styles. So, you get the real feel for what the diesel punk aesthetic is. It's fantastic. And, of course, this is one of the great joys of being an internet celebrity. Because of course, I am the diesel punk prophet of pop culture. And Tom said, have you got the book yet? And I said, no, I haven't gotten it yet. And I said, but I've been preaching it hard. And he said, well, we can't have the prophet preaching the gospel without a copy of the Bible. So he sent it to me.
Amen.
Yes. Can I get a witness from the congregation?
Ooh, I feel it coming over me.
I went to the mountain. I went to the valley. And at the end of the line, there was a light beckoning me. Anyway. Diesel punk.
I think Jar Jar got into that too.
Yeah, Jar Jar. He's one of those fainters. Be healed, my brother Jar Jar. All right, we're gonna get hate mail about that. All right, one last thing, and then we're gonna move on. Picked up a couple of books at Mid-South Con, and these are courtesy of the Mid-South Literacy Program. So these go to library, or they go out to distribution points, libraries, and whatnot, and they're given away to kids to help encourage literacy, to help encourage them to read. So they're like, on a 5th or 6th grade reading level, but they're fully illustrated. We've got the Iron Man 3 adaptation and the Courageous Captain America, an origin story. And so the Mid-South Literacy Foundation or organization is doing this, and you can find out more about them at literacymidSouth.org. I want to encourage you guys to go on, make a donation to literacymidSouth.org. Help get these books out into the hands of kids who need to be reading, and help encourage reading and help encourage literacy. And we're going to be talking more about literacymidSouth.org over the next couple of months. They're going to be one of our partner charities. They don't know it yet, but I'm telling them right now.
You're warned.
Yeah. No, we're going to support you guys. We're going to promote you guys because we love what you're doing. Literacy to kids through comic books is a huge, huge way to reach kids. And look, your son.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
He loves to read comics and superhero stuff.
Oh yeah.
And Pokemon and Minecraft.
Let me tell you, he not so much superheroes, but he has stacks of books of like Minecraft stuff and Pokemon stuff, and I mean just all these guides and stuff like that. I mean, he eats it up.
But he's not necessarily.
He reads all my Star Wars comics.
Okay, but he's not necessarily like a super awesome. He's not like anxious to read school stuff.
Oh no.
Or books assigned from school.
No.
But but stuff like this.
Stuff like that.
He loves.
Yes.
And there are a lot of kids like that out there.
Yeah. And
it's a great way to get them into reading. And let me say this. That's how I got into reading as a kid, and it's stuck with me my entire life. I'm a voracious reader now. If I can flip the pages, I'm going to read it.
Yeah.
So.
You know what's funny is like when I'm reading, I mispronounce the words in my head while I'm reading too.
All right, so there are a couple of authors that are really awesome for me to read. Timothy Zahn, Jim Butcher, Bill Kalish. They're like reading a movie, reading a movie to me. It's like seeing a movie in my mind when I read them. But then there are some authors, like Tolkien. I'm sorry, guys, I'm not a Tolkien fan.
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah,
right?
Every time I try to read it,
I could not,
I can't get past one sentence.
And I couldn't understand none of the words, like...
Marion Zimmer Bradley, I love her I love the concepts of her stuff, but when I try to read it, I'm reading the same sentence over and over and over again, and I get bogged down.
That's why I'm just like, and he went into the and skip until I get to another word I understand, you know, and just kind of fill in the blanks with whatever's in my head.
Kind of like reading Leviticus. All right, so hey, we got some big news this week. Season finale of The Walking Dead.
Yes.
So there's no one here for you to talk to except for me.
I know, it's weird, and Johnny doesn't watch it.
I don't watch it. I've never gotten into it, but I know
it was huge.
Everybody else loves it, and
you
you are a Walking Dead freakasaurus.
I am. Well, it's funny because like the first episode this season got like 17.3 million views.
It broke its own record.
Right. Now, the season finale dipped down to 15.8, and I think the reason for that is they had some WrestleMania show on.
Yes!
Because all I seen on Facebook was Walking Dead, and then WrestleMania.
Let me just say, wrestling fans, Sting versus Triple H with the NWO, brother, what you gonna do? And DX, suck it, awesome match. The fans were chanting, this is awesome. It was the only match anyone cared about.
So you watched it?
No.
Oh.
I watched it on YouTube. I had an invitation to go to a WrestleMania party, and my plans got changed up, and I ended up not being able to go. Oh! I wish I had seen that match live. Oh! It hurt me inside, but just to have... I mean, it's only taken us 20 years to get NWO against DX in one... So, anyway, it was back to Walking Dead. Not to interrupt. Okay. But that's kind of how Facebook feed has been.
That's how it was, you know. So I think that's what the big dip was in the ratings. I think it would have been a hell of a lot bigger.
But it broke its own record for season finale ratings.
Yeah, it still did. So, you know, we lost a lot of main characters this year. We lost Beth. We lost Bob. We lost Tyrese. We lost
Daryl.
No, Noah.
I thought for sure he was going to bite it in the end.
Yeah, the thing, my favorite episode still the whole season is the first episode where Carol just comes out and she's all zombie apocalypse Terminator badass, and she saves everybody from Terminus, like pretty much single-handedly. Like, you know, and she used to be a lady at the beginning of the series that was abused by her husband, you know, so she was really timid, really quiet. She had a little girl. Well, the husband, you know, he died, and then eventually the little girl died too. So she just kind of, you know, grew into this kind of cold, and you know, she's who you want to be with in the zombie apocalypse, because I mean, she's got
nothing to lose.
I mean, they traveled with last season traveled with some little girls, and one of the little girls went nuts and stabbed the other little girl. You know, she had to make that hard call. You know, do I let this girl, because the little girl was obsessed with zombies. Like, she wanted everybody to be a zombie to be her friend. So Carol had to, you know, take her out to the field and have her look at the flowers and had to shoot her. You know, she made that hard decision, and it seems to me like at the end of this season, like, everybody's like, oh, well, Rick's, you know, he's the leader, he's making all decisions, but it's like Carol's back behind him saying, look, this is what we got to do, or this isn't the time to do that, now you need to do that. And I don't know, she has become one of my favorite characters in the show. Her and Michonne are my top two. Daryl, Rick, everybody else kind of fall behind, and those are like the fan favorites.
Have we noticed a trend here in Hollywood?
All the women on the show are badass.
Yeah.
You got Maggie, Michonne, Carol, you got Sasha. She's got that rifle. She goes out and she hunts zombies.
But not just on this show, but Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Peggy Carter. You got the Black Canary on the Arrow show. Strong women characters.
Out there kicking ass.
Yeah.
I mean, and I love it. I mean, it's like all the women on The Walking Dead, and I said this the other day, are putting the men to shame. I mean, they really are.
Yeah.
They really are. I like it. I cannot wait for next season. The end of this season, we finally get Morgan. Morgan's finally there. He's with Rick, and the first thing he sees Rick do is shoot another man. Like, hello. Last time I seen you, you told me all life was precious. Rick has changed.
Well, because Rick has understood what Paul said last week. There is no happy ending for this show.
No, you're absolutely right. Yeah. You fight or die.
See, why do I want to watch a show where everyone is destined to die and then become a zombie and die again?
It's just the concept.
I mean humanity is lost.
Yeah, and I mean, you kind of put yourself in those shoes. Like, how would I fare in this type of world?
That's not entertainment to me.
Yeah.
No.
Well, if some of the zombies did magic, would you watch it?
No, because I get that in The Goon or Hellboy. All right, so speaking of strong women, one of my all-time favorite characters from DC Comics is Hawkgirl. And she's coming to the CW.
I see that.
So
they're bringing other people on too.
Yeah.
Aren't they?
Okay. So I hadn't. We really hadn't talked about this yet, even though it was announced about 2 weeks ago. I had been saying in my circle of friends that I think there's another show coming, and they announced it officially about 2 weeks ago. And this week they announced that they're adding Hawkgirl to the cast. It's an Arrow Flash spinoff with the characters that have been introduced in those two shows,
like they did originally with the Flash.
Yeah, but this is like they can't call it the Justice League, but it is the Justice League. I guess they're going to call it the Justice Society, maybe. I don't know what they're going to call it.
Didn't I read somewhere that they were going to have the Superman from Smallville?
All right, so yeah.
Okay.
You did read that. So here's what's happening. Brandon Routh, who plays the Atom, Ray Palmer, you got him. You got Firestorm, you got Captain Cold and Heatwave. Whether they're going to be villains or part of this squad, we don't know. You got Black Canary is going to be part of this cast from Arrow, and now
Lauren, she's Black Canary now, right?
I've not caught up with Arrow, so I don't know. I'm still in season 1, but. Flash, I'm watching every week.
Right.
Here's my thing with Arrow. I couldn't figure it out. It's not that I don't like the show. It's that I don't like the guy. I don't like the character of Oliver Queen. I don't like that character.
Love him.
He's a douchebag. I can't
He's
get into
supposed to
him.
be, but then...
I know, but I can't. He's too douchey. I can't get into him.
Well, I like Felicity on there. I love her.
So anyway, we got the spin-off series coming, and it's going to have Hawkgirl, who in the comics is the baddest of the badasses.
Right.
She's awesome. I can't wait to see that. But then, you mentioned it, it was announced this week on The Flash that... Dun, 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 dun. Tom Welling is slated to return to the CW as the character he owns, really. I mean, he is Clark Kent, now Superman in that universe. And so he's going to be appearing on The Flash as Superman. And at least this is what we're hearing. It's not been confirmed by the studios, but some pretty high sources.
But it's on the internet, so it means...
Well, but some pretty high sources are reporting it, and sources that I trust. Because you know me, I don't report rumors.
Right.
And if I think it's a rumor, I call BS on it. This one rings true. One, because Tom Welling needs the work. He's not done anything since Smallville.
Now, how long ago was that since it's been off air?
Man. 5 years?
5 years?
Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah,
See, I thought it was longer than that.
No, it started in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
Because I remember I was working downtown Franklin, Tennessee for a record label as one of their A&R guys when it started. So that must have been 2000, 2001. So, I mean, it's been a while since it's been on. 15 years since it...
Yeah.
15 years? What? Oh my gosh. But, and Tom Welling actually turned down the role for the Man of Steel film.
Really?
Because he didn't want to get typecast.
Right.
But, hello, Tom.
Yeah.
You ain't working. And so now it looks like he's coming back to the Flash. It's going to be part of a time travel alternate reality storyline. I don't care. Tom Welling, for me, is my Superman.
Yeah.
I think he was the perfect casting choice when they did Smallville. And that last episode of Smallville, when you see him actually open the coat and shirt and show the crest, it was the same suit that Brandon Routh wore in Superman Returns, which was epic. And you heard the music. Bum, 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 bum.
I'm going to have to go and watch it now.
Yeah, it was good.
Speaking of... I got some news.
Go ahead.
More news.
Lay it on us.
So now I am starting a 9-season Netflix binge of The X-Files.
Oh, yeah.
And the reason is that they are bringing back a new season of X-Files with 6 episodes in it. So I decided that I would go back and watch all 9 seasons, because I remember seeing a show here or there growing up, but I never sat and watched it like from beginning to end. So that's what I want to be doing for the next 3 months.
Yeah, I've got mixed feelings about this.
Do you?
Yeah, because you know it's a big bone of contention for me.
Can't...
It's a grinds my gears kind of thing that Hollywood keeps recycling movies and doing reboots and remakes of movies that were perfect the first time. Why are you doing that? But now we're getting into this new cycle of reinventing or rebooting TV shows that were popular.
It's not rebooted. It's
a continuation.
Right.
But they're going back to something that was over 10 years, 15 years ago.
But they're not going back like full-fledged. I mean, they're just going to do
picking up where they are today.
6 episodes. So,
I
think that's all it's going to be is the 6 episodes.
I know, but they're bringing back Coach with Craig T. Nelson.
I don't know.
They're bringing back probably Twin Peaks.
I don't know. Didn't they do that one with Dallas? I think
they did Dallas.
Yeah. I would never watch that. So
I'm just like, come on, Hollywood. Let's just be original. Let's do something new.
I totally agree. Did you see there's a new trailer for Poker Guys out too?
No.
They're redoing the original Poker Guys too.
Why redo Poltergeist? Really? Come on.
Same thing with The Crow. They're doing that with The Crow too. That one ticks me off. They just need to leave that one.
Well, that's supposed to be a sequel. Not a reboot, but a sequel. But Jack Hudson is doing it. And Jack Hudson is an awesome actor. If you've ever seen Boardwalk Empire...
I think he would be awesome doing it, but it's just like...
I know.
They've redone it so many times, and it was awful so many times that it's just like... when they made the original, it was at the right time. Like
I thought the original sucked. I hated it.
Oh, one of my favorite movies. Loved it. The soundtrack was awesome.
The sequels. I like the TV
me and
show.
Johnny really don't like
Star Wars.
We like Star Wars.
We're Star Wars lovers.
That's our common denominator.
So, all right. So we gotta talk about this. Cons, conventions, Comic-Cons, and pop culture expos, pop culture cons are getting into trouble.
Yeah.
There is maybe a lawsuit headed from the IRS about these cons using volunteer labor. So every con out there is almost entirely volunteer run. Mid-South Con is volunteer run. GMX is volunteer run. Most of the mid-sized cons are 100% Con Nuga. They're volunteer run. Well, you got some big cons like San Diego Comic-Con and Dragon Con and C2E2. And Wizard World, they use scads of volunteers too. And so now the IRS is saying, you can't do that. These have got to be, you've got to have W-2s on or W-9s on these. They've got to be contracted, compensated workers. Even if their compensation is only a free ticket, they've got to claim that on their taxes. And you, as a con, are going to have to submit a W-2 to the IRS for every volunteer that you use. This is what's coming down the pike. And they're targeting these for-profit cons, these big mega cons, like San Diego Comic-Con, saying, you guys are making hand over fist money. You can't use volunteer labor. You can't, use uncompensated labor. And here's the deal. If this happens, it will destroy those big cons.
Well, I mean, they've been doing it this way since the beginning of time, right?
Well, that's right. San Diego Comic-Con started as a little con in a room about the size of our studio.
Yeah.
And now it's grown into the largest comic book con in, well, not just comic books, but largest pop culture con in North America.
Yeah. Well, and they want a piece of that.
And they've always used volunteer labor.
Right.
Because that's the economics of it. To get some of the guests that come in, it's just, that's the way it has to work. And it's no different with any other festival, expo. I go to a lot of magic conventions. They all have volunteer labor. Burlesque festivals, it's all 100% volunteer. And so, but now they're targeting these for-profit cons.
Right.
And I gotta say, if the government has their way, it's gonna sink the mega con industry. It may not affect smaller cons as much, but it will affect them. You'll see less cons. You'll see them scale back so that they don't have to rely on so many volunteers. Yeah, it could really hurt. So
that's crazy because these cons actually bring business for
right.
other people. They bring tourists into towns, and they do so much for other things, but they still want more,
Well, Gen Con, the largest gaming con in North America, in Indianapolis, they put their, they put a line in the sand about the, Religious Freedom Restoration Act in Indiana, which, by the way, there's a federal law that was passed by Bill Clinton that mirrors the same one. But we're not going to get into politics here. But, they said, if you pass this, we're going to pull our con. And they're drawing their line in the sand. And Governor Mike Pence now is stepping back and saying, whoa.
Well, there's a lot of companies that are doing that.
Yeah, there's a whole... If you want to get into politics, you can email me, Comixstravaganza@gmail. I'll tell you my thoughts about it. I think it's a much ado about nothing, just FYI. But anyway, that's just me. Not everybody on the cast agrees. My views do not reflect the views and opinions of Darth Lee, Cosplay Collective, Unlockable Characters, GraphicPolicy.com, or any of our sponsors, partners, or colleagues.
I'm glad you threw that out there.
That's the truth. That's the truth. No, I just think people are making a big deal out of a stupid little nothing law. But anyway, all right. Well, that's it for our news this week. We did great. Yeah, we did. We covered a lot of stuff too. Yeah. And I want to remind everyone about the giveaway, Batman: A Death in the Family. We're going to draw it on the 22nd. So you have until the 22nd to enter. It's super easy. All you got to do is go to the Comixstravaganza Live Facebook page, like, comment, share. For every like, you get 1 entry. For every comment, you get 2 entries. For every share, you get 5 entries. And 1 lucky winner will win this mint condition.
And you're counting those, right?
Copy. Yeah, I'm counting them. God bless it.
Not me.
Batman: Death in the Family graphic novel, courtesy of our friend, the amazing Mr. Wofford. And
did we have any?
Well, I'm gonna check, see if anyone sent us any tweets. Let's see, what do we got here? No, nothing. What's going on? Come on, you can interact with us. Do you have a question for the Mystic Crystal Ball?
Do I have a question? No.
No?
No, hold on. Do I have a question? Doesn't look so good.
Outcome is not so good, yeah.
No.
Alrighty then, that's it for that bit tonight. Hey, there are a lot of places you can hear and see us. You can watch us live on GraphicPolicy.com, BigDaddyCoolShows.com. You can catch us on YouTube in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, we're going to be launching our own Comixstravaganza YouTube channel.
Yeah!
Just for Comixstravaganza. You'll still see it on the Big Daddy Cool Shows YouTube channel, but we're going to have our own separate channel as well. So you can watch us that way. You can see us live. You can come see us live. Are you going to MTAC this weekend?
Yes.
So this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, MTAC, Middle Tennessee Anime Convention. at the Music City Sheraton and the Music City Marriott. They're splitting it up. I don't know why, but Music City Sheraton. We're going to be there with Cosplay Collective in the Hospitality Suite. So are you, what do you have a character you're doing yet?
Not yet. I have a character in mind. I just have to get it made.
Well, so D-Barty, not D-Barty, Freudian slip, D-Volpe. I guess I have D-Barty on the mind.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. D-Volpe is doing the DC Bombshells Batwoman.
Is she?
Yeah, it's going to be great. And I am going to be reprising my diesel punk Darth Vader. You don't know the power of the dark side. So you'll have to see Vic Vader, the Imperial Mob Enforcer at MTAC. Are you going to be there both days? Do you know? Okay.
I should be, yep.
Yeah, I'll be there Friday night. I'll be there all day, most of the day Saturday. And then Saturday night, I'll be at a wrestling show in Sparta, Tennessee.
This is Sparta.
What you gonna do, brother? Anyway, so that you can see us there. And then on April 11th, Dandridge Towers with Cosplay Collective here in Nashville. That night, I'm going to be performing for the Interfaith Dental Clinic at the Cannery Ballroom, doing some magic and strolling entertainment. That afternoon, Big Daddy Cool and the Bombshell Kittens are going to be at Mule Days in Columbia, Tennessee. Yeah. So, if you can't come to the Cosplay Collective event, if you're not a cosplayer, you know, whatever, come down to Mule Days in Columbia. See us perform that morning, 11:45, or that night at the Cannery Ballroom. Then, after that, July, I want to say July 11th, is the Nashville Comic and Toy Show.
All right.
And we're going to be there with our buddy Mark Ballard from Comic City Conventions.
You're going to give me a present.
Laying down our groove. Is that your birthday?
Yes, it's a few days before my birthday.
We will have a present for you. We will have a present.
We're going to have a big party, so come and celebrate my birthday weekend with me.
Saturday, you know what? Just for you, I might bring some burlesque dancers.
Woo!
I know.
Happy birthday to me.
She's all excited about that. You and Amy will be all excited. So
I miss Amy tonight.
I know. Get well soon, Amy. We miss you. We need you here. We love you so much. That's it. That's it.
Great.
Yeah. I can't think of anything else. Did I miss anything?
Did we thank everybody?
We didn't. We need to thank BDC Entertainment.
Thank you.
Graphicpolicy.com. Check them out. They have the best news sources on all of this geeky stuff. And you want to check them out. And then our sponsor, Comic Bento. So in a couple of weeks, we're going to start a new feature on the show. Every month, we're going to do a Comic Bento opening.
Reveal?
Yes. So we're excited about that. But they're one of our sponsors. And here's how this works. This is the coolest idea ever. If you're into Loot Crate, you kind of get the idea, except that Loot Crate kind of publishes or gives you an idea of what you're going to be getting ahead of time.
Right.
Comic Bento is completely a mystery box, but they guarantee at least $50 worth of comics in your mailbox every month for less than $20.
Right.
They have subscription services as low as $10 a month.
That's not bad.
Yeah, it is awesome. And the last box I got, the value just on cover price was $125 for everything that I got if I had bought that in the store. So it's fantastic. I love Comic Bento. They're a sponsor. You can check them out by clicking the link in our show notes. It's a complicated website address because it's our affiliate link. Full disclosure, we get a piece of that. But you can click on the Comic Bento link in the show notes on YouTube. Go check them out and subscribe. It helps us keep the lights on and keep the...
We'll film in the dark if we have to, but we prefer not to.
Yeah. So, and of course we want to thank Unlockable Characters, Cosplay Collective, and Comic City Conventions for being our partner. Check out more of the con programming that we offer, because you can have us at your con. We can come do the Cosplay Collective Hospitality Suite, We can do panels on diesel punk, steampunk, live performances from the Unlockable characters, Big Daddy Cool and the Swing Kittens. Whatever floats your boat, you can check it out at powerhouseconventions.com. Well, that's it for tonight, LeeAnna.
All right.
That was a long episode, 55 minutes. We know it's long. You can listen if you don't want to watch the
I was
video.
afraid we were going to run out of things to talk about.
You know what?
With
I almost
nobody,
was
but
too.
You know what? I mean,
when you and I get together, we got a thing going on.
We do. We do. It's charisma? No,
We
no.
got a thing going on.
He knows how to serenade me.
Oh, man, I'm pretty. All right, so that's it. That's it for tonight. So, on behalf of Darth Lee, LeeAnna Player, I am Big Daddy Cool Johnny Dellarocca, telling you to swing hard, swing often. We'll catch you on the flip side.